This is Dr. Namita Nadar, heading the Department of Clinical Nutrition in Fortis Hospital, Noida. Generally, we stopped eating these bajra, ragi and all the other millets in our daily diet because of more of urbanization. We are nowadays available with the cornflakes, wheat flakes, mueslis, and ready to eat. Lot of breakfast cereals are available. That is the reason. And basically these are more of high fiber food which take a lot of time for the digestion, and nowadays people want an easy to eat food which give instant energy. That is the basic reason, and the availability of these foods are also less as compared to the other ready to eat foods in grocery shops. Bajra and ragi is a very important millet. It will help in a lot of vitamins and minerals, like rich in calcium and more of iron. Ragi is very rich in iron. Even it's a main source of iron if it is eaten in different ways and included in the diet. Even if the hemoglobin levels are low, we'll generally prescribe ragi for the diet. And they are also rich in vitamin B complex. Ragi consists of lot of essential amino acids like lysine, histidine, and else they consist of like electrolytes like potassium, magnesium. All these things are very important for the well-being of a person, and if it is included in a diet, it also consists of beta glucan, which is very important source of insoluble fiber, and it will help in controlling the blood sugar level, the cholesterol levels if included in the diet. And its fiber helps in controlling the constipation, indigestion, acidity. So these are the high fiber cereals which helps in many conditions, in many diagnoses and diseases if it is included in a diet. Wheat and rice now become a daily consumption of a person, and more of the people are eating wheat in the form of breads, in the form of chapatis, in the form of buns, in the form of burger and junk foods. So this definitely it will add more of carbohydrate in your diet and less of the fiber. And wheat is also available in like more of refined cereal, like all the brands has been removed in the from the wheat. That is the reason the nutritional quality of wheat also goes down. And rice is again without any fiber, but yes, it is consist of vitamin B, but it is less in fiber. So that is the reason, and most of the people are nowadays eating rice after removing the water, starch from that. That way we are also losing the B complex from the rice. So ultimately the rice and wheat is giving more of carbohydrate in our diet, which will again lead to weight gain. It will lead to other disease, metabolic disease, which is relevant with the weight gain and obesity, like hypertension, cholesterol, triglyceride, and many more diseases. So that is the reason that wheat and rice is somewhere harmful as compared to these other cereals. During Navratra, it's a very good time when we can control our diet and we can off ourselves from the carbohydrate rich food, like more of cereals that we are avoiding. We can control on our salt intake so that the water tension which is happening in our body can be controlled. But the important thing is during Navratras, people used to eat more as compared to less what they are eating normally. The reason being the psychological reason that they are thinking they are not eating, so that they keep on eating the junks kind of a thing, like the nowadays easily available namkeens and chips in the market. A lot of sugary things, nuts, dry fruits they are adding in. Then they are having this cholai laddu and more of potato, sabudana khichdi. These things will all these things are fried. Like sabudana consists of a lot of carbohydrate and oil. Then your potatoes are fried. So the reason being, rather than controlling their diet, they are eating more of. And few of the people they are controlling the way they are eating only once or maybe thrice in a day. So that is also a wrong way of eating. Rather than small frequent meals, they are eating at one go and having a lot of oil, carbohydrate, fried food in that. That will may hamper their health rather than helping out in any way. We basically include 4 food groups in the diet, which is milk and milk products like curd, paneer. These things are very healthy. You are getting a lot of calcium, and those who have acidity, they also get relief from this problem. Then we can add vegetables, a lot of vegetable in the raw form or in the cooked form, like ghee and all other vegetables, which help in like giving a lot of fiber to your body and also controlling your weight. Then third food group is your dry fruits that we can add, like almonds and walnuts, which consist of a lot of vitamins and minerals. Then fourthly, we can have a lot of fruits in the diet, which is a good source of like calcium, vitamins. Banana you can add in your diet. Apple is a good source of iron. So these 4 food groups, if you include in your diet for 2-3 days of a Navratras, this will help a lot in controlling your weight, as well as providing a lot of vitamins, giving relax to your stomach and intestines. And this is a very worthwhile, healthy diet for a Navratri.